Hey there internet, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have a look at 10 videos that inspired me to become a juggler. So yeah, what are we going to do today? We're going to go and have a look at probably like 10 of the videos that were most influential for me when I was starting out as a juggler. We've kind of done one of these videos before. We did 10 of my favourite juggling videos from 2022. So go check that out if you fancy and want some more cool juggling videos that are a bit more modern. But this time we're going to go back through probably all of my old playlists and look at a bunch of videos from the first like 2 or 3 years of my juggling and things that really, you know, inspired me and pushed me to like wanting to take juggling kind of seriously, you know? To start us off then, we have Counting Escalator Steps by Peden. This was probably the first juggling video I ever saw, actually. One of my friends knew a bunch of other like jugglers in Edinburgh. This was before I lived in Edinburgh even. I was still living up in Dundee and I had never met another juggler. And one of my friends got shown this video and showed it to me. I'd been juggling maybe like 2 months, 3 months. All I'd ever seen was one person doing the 3-ball cascade, and I was like, wow, I want to learn that. And then I got shown this video and blah, it's insane. Like the video is awesome, it is really nicely shot. I still want clubs that look like this, to be perfectly honest. And yeah, it was one of the things that really made me go like, oh wow, there is more to this juggling thing than just doing a 3-ball cascade, you know? Next up on our list, we have Pink Shorts by Jacob Sharp. So for this video, we actually have to go to Juggling TV because I can't find it on YouTube anymore. I'm sure it was there at one point, but hey, it's gone now, so Juggling TV it is. For those of you who haven't come across juggling.tv before, it is a website that is devoted to juggling videos. It was really popular a while ago, then YouTube has kind of taken over most of that, and actually even now Instagram is kind of taking over a lot of it. But it was run by The Void, and Oddballs helped sponsor it, so yeah. Juggling TV, go check it out. There's still some absolute gems on there that are nowhere else. This video in particular though is fantastic. It is shot in a squash court, so you know it's not got any of that crazy camera work or anything, but the tricks are still, even to this day, I'm just still like blown away by half of these tricks. The like 3-in-1 hand reverse cascade thing really low, I'm still trying now. Still trying it now. This was probably my like first exposure to like really cool ball juggling, you know? Beyond like simple tricks or whatever, this had a bunch of ideas and craziness that just was beyond anything else that I had found at that point in time. So this one like really stuck with me in my kind of like juggling career, and I went back and watched it like a bunch of times. I learned actually like 3 or 4 tricks from it, you know. I don't do that very often with videos now, but this one really got me excited at the time. I also think this one still totally holds up. Even, you know, compared to like other modern juggling videos or whatever, this one still like holds weight behind it. Some of you might know I am probably mainly a poi juggler. I do lots of other things, lots of balls and stuff as well, but I think probably poi is the thing that I push the most. And it would be impossible for me to do this list without mentioning some poi videos. So Cyrille is a French juggler who I think lives in Switzerland at the moment, but I'm not entirely sure on that one. But he was at the time one of like the people pushing poi. This video, when it came out, I think I must have watched it like 10 times in a row just straight off the bat. It was mind-blowing at the time. I was learning things like 3-beat weave, 5-beat weave, getting some like butterflies variations going, and then seeing this and you're just like, wow, there's like a whole nother level to poi here. So this was probably like, yeah, my first introduction to like really like high level poi videos. And still watching it back now and just being like, damn, there are some cool ideas in there. The next one was actually really hard to choose because it's not just one video, it's like a whole series of videos. They are the Vulcan Prop Box Chronicles by Kyle Johnston. So basically this is kind of like Kyle's diary of moving to the Vulcan, which is a kind of living training space in the Bay Area in the States. And it just looks like the most fun ever to be there. I've never been to visit the Vulcan. I hope to at some point, but you know, fingers crossed. But man, watching these as a new juggler, they all look like so much fun. There's so many cool people involved, there's so many cool tricks, but also at the same time, it just like really highlighted like how fun the whole kind of atmosphere of circus and juggling and everything was, you know? And yeah, it definitely is like was one of the like series of videos that really inspired me to like get involved in the circus scene and the circus community. Next up we have pilolip, finger and ball. Aundre Hidalgo is the juggler in this, who used to go by pilolip more, but I think he goes by Aundre more now. Is an absolute machine. He's mainly, I suppose, a contact juggler, dancer, isolation expert, but he also juggles balls and does a whole bunch of cool stuff. This video particularly, it's just him sitting on a bed with contact ball, doing the most like awesome like finger waves and like all sorts of crazy things around the ball. It's magical. He's amazing. I absolutely love his stuff. So yeah, check it out. This one though really stuck with me. He also has another one that I remember. It's like wave and hoop. So check it out. Check him out. 2 thumbs up. The next video is Jordaan juggling.wmv on YouTube, but it's also on Juggling TV. Jordaan is a Belgian juggler who is part of CAO, who are an amazing group of jugglers. I got to see their show All the Fun at Fringe a couple of years ago, and amazing. But this video in particular is just Jordaan and doing, I don't know how to even describe it. It's the most insane club balance tricks I think I have ever seen, even now. And this video is what, like 13, 14 years old or something? And it's just absolutely mental. Yeah, I don't even know like what to say about this one apart from just blah. It's mind-blowing. I literally for the longest time thought he had magnets in his clubs to make this work, but no, nope. He is just really good. So check it out. You can tell from the look of this one, it is an old school juggling video, but yeah, still kicks ass. The next video on the list is actually like an excerpt of a routine. It is by Netta Oren. She is a juggler currently living in France, I think from Israel originally, but she has worked with CAO as well, the Belgian company, but this I think was her circus school graduation piece. I don't entirely know what to say about this video. It's fantastic, just go check it out. The jacket gimmick is so good, I love it, the way the balls just like appear and disappear, and yeah, it's funny, it's skillful, it's just everything you would want in a juggling routine. Next up, we also have another video that is like an excerpt of a show. It is Tangram by Stefan and Cristiana. Stefan Singh is probably one of the most like influential ball jugglers of all time. You know, maybe people argue on that, I don't mind, but he's fantastic. And this is him and his wife Cristiana doing their long show Tangram. The video in question, I think, is kind of like the shorter version. They have like a kind of 10-15 minute version of the show, and then also like an hour-long version of the show. And it is just, it's great. It's great. It really was my first introduction to like the kind of juggling show that's not just about the juggling, if you know what I mean. It incorporates a whole range of like emotions and interactions between the two of them, and there aren't like that many specific juggling tricks, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's fantastic. I was lucky enough to get to see this show live at the Edinburgh Fringe in, I think, 2013 or something. Maybe it was that long ago, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, check out the video, it's so good. Getting towards the end now, so next up we have 104 Elementi by the Italian juggler Busque. This video in particular, I love the style of the juggling. It has always been a big kind of like push for me with poi juggling, because I want to juggle my poi like he juggles clubs in this video, because it's badass and his tricks are cool, they're still really technical while also just looking absolutely silky smooth. So we've reached the last video on our list here today, and this one was a really tough pick, to be honest. One, there are a ton of really good juggling videos that I wanted to stick on this list. When I was making the short list for this video, it ended up at something like 25 videos and I had to pick 10. So hey, maybe there'll be another one at some point. And secondly, the video that I did pick, I had to put it in because it was super influential on me when I was starting out, but also now I'm really good pals with Keith. And we take the mick out of each other all the time, and this is just going to be fodder for him that I've put this in the video. So, but the video is Antiphon by Keith Marshall. Keith is a poi juggler from Edinburgh, still Edinburgh based, and I mean, I don't know if it was, you know, maybe I'm wrong on this, but I think Keith basically invented poi juggling. He was definitely the first person I ever saw juggling 3 poi. I think this video is the first video where anyone juggled 3 poi on the internet, and yeah, he is one of the all-time, you know, great poi juggler folks. And I'm totally just swelling his ego right up now, and he's never going to let me hear the end of it. But either way, this is a great video. Go check it out. It's shot really nicely. The tricks are still insane, and yeah, definitely in my top 10 influential videos. So there we go then, 10 videos that made me want to be a juggler. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and yeah, maybe like consider hitting the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. We're nearing 1,000 subscribers, which is super cool, and I'm quite excited to like hit that mark. Let me know in the comments what you thought, and we'll see you in the next one.